what I experienced in that house. I think I will be haunted by those experiences for the rest of my life.
When there is more than one witness to a paranormal event, it can prove that the experience is genuine. But when the phenomenon is truly terrifying, multiple witnesses provide little comfort.
Story 27, right? Take one. Marker.
Wait, story 27?
First time I really publicly told the story. I met Marcia. Actually, she was a waitress who worked for me.
That's when he was a ghost named
As
Friend.
the time went on, we
Something a girl.
became friends, and we started dating.
It would take at least an hour with traffic to go see her, so that was getting pretty old.
We discussed him maybe renting something up this way towards me, so he would have to have that long drive at night after he would leave, my house. I was still living at home.
We found a home that was for rent in Mount Tabor. Actually, it was a roommate wanted type of ad, and my roommates were only there during the week.
So it worked out perfectly for us because he was very close. We didn't have to sleep on my parents' couch.
Frank settled into his new home and was excited about his relationship with Marcia. 4 to 5 weeks after I moved there, I was in the living room and the curtains started to flutter. The house was an old house, but we had put the plastic on the windows and kind of hit with a hairdryer to seal them tight. There was no reason why the curtains would flutter because the windows were sealed. And then the temperature really dropped a lot, and I could see my breath, and it's almost like I was walking into a cold spot.
When dealing with anything to do with cold spots, you have to be careful. First thing you do is you definitely do a temperature check to see what the readings are. What we look for in a cold spot is an extreme drop. So you're in a house at 65 degrees, and then within 3 seconds of taking another reading, it drops down to 45. Then you have something. Spirits will definitely drain a lot of energy rapidly, and we usually find out to be somewhere around that 20-25 degree droppage that we could probably pretty well guess it's paranormal.
I could not figure out where it was from. I could not explain it away. I tried. I looked at everything that would possibly cause it, vents, anything, and I could not explain it away. And that wasn't the only strange occurrence.
You might see Friend.
And I would hear the radio go on downstairs. And you can hear the channels changing. There was no dial, stereo, and you can hear the channels changing, It would stop on a big band type channel, like 40s music. And I'm like, what's playing 40s music? So I'm looking around, I'm on the second floor, I check my roommates' rooms, they're not there. So I start to go downstairs, and as soon as I get close to downstairs, the music stops. It turns off.
Oh,
I
yeah,
went
it's
back
Friend.
upstairs and I just
Yeah, it's Friend.
started thinking that something is going on here. A few minutes later, I hear the radio back on again. And I go back downstairs again, and as I went downstairs, it would go off.
Yeah, I know it's Friend.
When I was in my room watching TV, there would be some knocks and some bangs, sometimes some scratches, and I would hear almost like voices, like talking, mumbling, and I kind of like, I was listening to my TV, and I heard it off behind me, like in the hallway. So I turned off my TV, and it would be a faint moaning, so I thought maybe somebody was home. So I went out to the hallway, and there was no one there. It stopped. The activity started getting a little bit more intense. We had a landlord, and the carpet in the home was very old. And we had tried for months to try to get the landlord to pay for the recarpeting in the downstairs. He finally said yes, and he had it recarpeted. After he had it recarpeted, things started getting a little bit more intense.
Spirits have a hard time with change. If that spirit lived there at one time and it got renovated,
Hey, you
it
got
still
that right.
feels like it's theirs, especially if that energy
Mine
is
was
still
haunting a little
hanging
girl.
around that specific location.
Frank no longer ignored the strange events, but he was curious about his housemates and whether they had similar experiences.
I didn't see my roommates a lot. We would be just passing the night, so we didn't have a lot of communication. And I never really said anything to them before I did see them. There was a moment where my roommate Greg was in the kitchen, so we're kind of talking, hey, how was your week, that type of thing, you know.
Yo, did you see that? No, man, what did you see?
All of a sudden, I see him look with his glance up with his eyes past my shoulder, like he saw something. And I said to him, what's the matter? He says, well, I saw a shadow go up the stairs. I said, thank God it wasn't just me.
It always helps to have other people validate what you see or what you think you see. It helps you because as an investigator, you kind of lose that sense of investigating when something happens because you want to believe that the supernatural exists, or you want to believe that that particular home or where you are is haunted. So when you get 2 or 3 people validating that, it definitely helps in a case for paranormal activity.
With confirmation that the others were seeing the same thing, Frank finally confided in Marcia.
I didn't believe it because I was a big skeptic, and I just really didn't believe him. So I just kind of let it go. I said, you must be crazy, and just let it go.
The next morning, Marcia was no longer a skeptic.
We were laying there watching TV, and
All of a sudden, we heard a little
I walked down the hall, opened the bathroom door.
I was horrified to think that we were living right in the middle of so much evil.
There it is. I think I recorded this.
What are you watching? What are you taping this for? You're not bringing this to school, eh?
No, I'm gonna send it to Massimo on Hangouts. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There.
Frank Ruggiero had experienced many strange events in his home, but his girlfriend Marcia was skeptical. Until now.
I didn't believe any of it. All of a sudden, we heard water running.
I walked down the hall, opened the bathroom door. Shower was on, and all the water was running. checking off, left the door open, walked back down the hallway. 6 or 7 minutes later, all of a sudden you hear shh, and she goes, no way.
It was on again. I said, this is unbelievable. I said, it can't be true. It just can't be true.
Paranormal Survivors
She
is weird.
ran out of that house as fast as she could.
Because I was just, at that point, I said, I'm not staying here anymore.